Hey, we are back. What is good, party people's Killing Tyme Crew, and we are back at it once again. I am Corey. We got Ronaldo. We got Tanisha.
Hey.
What up? We got two special guests in the house today. We got Tyler and Miss Sabrina in the house today. Give it up for them. Give it up. No problem. So before we do our customary thing, I want y'all to introduce yourselves real quick.
Okay. Everybody, my name is Tyler. Everybody knows me as Don't Blame Tyler, a.k.a. Granny Too Thick, the thickest granny on Instagram and TikTok, but, we'll talk about that another time.
Yes.
And I'm Sabrina. I am a spiritual advisor in Las Vegas.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So, we have a ritual every show. I know you can't partake, but we got a ritual. We try a new, different type of alcohol every single episode.
Okay.
All right. So, today, we have Scatterbrain.
You always give me damn whiskey.
It's a dark
love
cherry
whiskey.
vanilla whiskey.
We drink dark liquor in this house.
It's fine, but y'all better bring some Crown Apple one of these damn days. September every week. I'm
Always
letting you
had
know.
Crown Apple. We gotta try different shit. We gotta open that palate up.
Sweet.
Okay.
I love those flavored ones. They're so sweet.
Excuse me.
Just like me. Meanwhile, you over here roughing it up. I can't.
I saw this today at Total Wine, and I was looking for something. The Scatterbrain dark cherry vanilla whiskey. It's got a little. Is that a raccoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a raccoon.
With sunglasses.
Good sunglasses. I like them. For a very good time.
I like 'em.
I like them. You know
For
what I'm
a
saying?
very good
For a
time.
very good time. So we're going to go ahead and...
I'm going to be
I
the
am a
judge
sucker
of
for some
that.
whiskey.
I will be the judge of that. Good
We-
time, my ass.
We were told from another podcast we need to start drinking gin. Yeah.
Who told you that?
Who was that?
Drunken Spinsters down in Florida.
Okay.
They were live yesterday. And,
What you be going through in Florida, Drunken Spencer? Because,
Gin?
yeah.
yeah, and
Gin make it sin.
I'm the only one who's going to drink gin.
Yeah, I'm definitely not
You
drinking.
got yours?
Yeah, I
Let's
got
do it, man.
Definitely not
See,
drinking.
I'd be afraid to take shots because I heard it grow hair on your chest.
Not really.
Asking what I'm sipping on. And what on my
All right,
dream.
happy Monday, let's go. Yeah.
This better be good. And it's not.
It's like cough syrup.
It does taste like cough syrup.
Literally tastes like cough syrup. That's Robitussin.
It's not bad,
I
though.
was talking my shit earlier.
Oh, now you like it?
But
You like it?
You know
a
what?
little bit.
You know what that reminds me of? Cherry Dr. Pepper.
That's what it was. I was like, what is that?
That's cherry Dr. Pepper. But-
It's good.
Flat
y'all.
mixed with Robitussin.
Yeah, it's a no for me, dog.
yeah, that's a no for me. I'm not drinking it no more.
I mean, you
So,
drink Jack Daniels, girl.
And that's okay.
But it's not flavored.
You go ahead and take that. You can go ahead and take that home.
Oh, well, thank
Yes, have
Look
fun
at
with
me.
that.
I got a gift.
All right. So, we here. Tyler,
Yes.
what is good? Tell us about yourself.
I was born and raised in Las Vegas. I am 30 years old. I'm single. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a business called 9th of June. I sell healing stones, sage, crystals. I'm a recording artist, and it's crazy because we're at the gas station studios, and King Gas, the first song that I ever put out by myself, he actually produced.
Okay.
And,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Dope.
Nice.
What type of music do you record?
Initially, I like to do pop R&B, but since my condition, it affects my voice. So I have to stick more to hip hop and stuff because sometimes I can't sing as well as I could before.
If you ever need me to come on the track and do an ad lib, I'll be like,
And I do need
Yeah.
people to do my ad libs. That's the worst part.
girl, just write it down, and I sure will.
I
Sticky
got
note
you.
it. Got you.
I got you.
Okay, and Miss Sabrina.
So I am actually a local real estate agent
Okay.
in Las Vegas, but I have been a spiritual advisor for
It's almost been about 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been in tarot cards for a little bit over 5 now. So
Okay.
now I'm really honing in on that.
Yeah. Okay. And before we get into the interview, real quick, I missed something that I wanted to talk about. First off, condolences to all those who lost their life this weekend. Buffalo, Cali, Texas, North Carolina. It's sad that this is going on. We still got to talk about it, these mass shootings, but it's horrible. Prayers out to those families. That's all I got to say about it. But I wanted to start up before we did that.
Yeah.
And
Amen
that was
to that.
important. Yes. All right. So
Were they all white?
No, Buffalo were black.
Yeah.
He targeted black people. On
He
purpose.
only-
No.
It was
the
8
shooters.
The shooters.
Oh, yeah.
White, Asian, and I forget I don't know the other two. The Asian guy in California is 68 years old, and he shot some people, and then the white guy in Buffalo.
They need to start monitoring the
18,
conversations.
right?
They
Yeah, he was 18.
And the way they got him, it was just like, yep, we got the armed robber. No, this man just shot people. He should be on the hood of somebody's car or under
Yes.
somebody's boot.
Right,
But
right.
Of course, they got him like a prize, like a little trophy. And it's just
like,
like,
good job, son.
Yeah.
yeah, it is just, it made me so uncomfortable. I couldn't really read into it because I'm very emotional about people's in their lives and stuff. And it's just, it gets so sad to read, especially, we're not even in summer yet.
Yeah.
Officially.
There's been 198 mass shootings this year.
And when I tell you,
198, because they consider a mass shooting more than
More than
like 2
5?
people.
4 more.
Four
Four
more.
more?
Yeah.
Wow.
4 more. Yeah. So 198 this year so far. So
It's disgusting.
yeah, and we're going up every
really
year.
sad. I have a friend who plays for the Buffalo Bills. I had to call and check on them.
Of course.
And because I went up there like maybe a year and a half ago, and I went to a Tops. I don't know if it was that Tops,
Right.
but all those people were just like so friendly and nice and just, you know what I'm saying? They were warming. It was like
A normal
different
day.
type of-
I heard
Yeah.
Buffalo's a
Yeah.
whole different vibe than the rest of New
It
York, though.
is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay. Off of that, let's go.
let's go.
All right. So, my first question:
Okay.
do you consider yourself an influencer?
I definitely do.
Okay.
Yes, I feel like I influence a lot of people.
Okay.
I feel like I influence some of their style, their hairstyles, the way they act, what they do.
Okay.
Yeah, I influenced a lot of these bitches.
These bitches
and
are
they hate
fun.
me, and they hate me for it. I kid you not.
What? Really? Why?
Hey.
Because you know what? I have this girl, and it's crazy because she just hit me up. I think it's the retrograde. Like, she literally dropped like my whole style, like my whole thing. And at first, I was just like, "Oh, it's cute," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not flattering after a while, especially like if you try to down the person that you envy. It's like weird as hell.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, like, it's cool if they giving you like your praises and stuff, but if they literally doing everything you doing and they down talking you, like, girl, come on.
Right.
Yeah, that is kind of
Okay.
sideways.
Like,
I get that.
I mean, imitation is the greatest form of flattery, right?
It is.
But like
It
you
is
said,
until they try to embody your personality along with your style, along with what you're doing,
and then
your career.
belittle what
yeah, then they
what
talk
they're doing.
shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, girl, you were a hater.
Like, she
So,
tried to question why everyone was so drawn to me, and I'm like,
your energy, maybe
It's like
you're authentic.
Yeah. It was
because
just
you're
crazy.
creative and you do your own thing in your own space. Like, I never heard anything negative about you.
oh,
And
really?
I personally haven't.
You know what? That just touched my heart.
Like, I've seen you on a few people's
Was
social
it-
media and TikTok and stuff, and then you're also friends with Michaela, and I've known
Oh,
Michaela
I
since
love
high
Michaela.
school. See, we're all connected.
love
here.
Wait a minute. My cousin?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay, let's go.
I told you
He said,
this. I was like, oh, you were at Michaela's birthday party when she was at the Palms.
Yep.
And I was pregnant.
She was
Big
just in
belly.
town too, not too long ago. I didn't
Yeah.
get a chance to see her.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I was just telling her today because I told all my friends I'm trying to move to Mexico, and she was like, well, "Let me know."
You
yeah,
too?
come on, let's
Hey,
go.
hey, we love Mexico.
every time we go, we
every
like,
time we go, it's a great
we're
time.
gonna buy a house.
We're gonna
I
buy a
ain't never
condo.
Every
been.
time we
Wait
go.
a minute. Y'all gonna
We've been,
leave
what,
me?
twice in the last couple
Come on,
years?
let's go. Like,
Look.
it's so cheap out there.
Yes.
Like,
Got a
and
whole plan.
I got a plan.
We had a whole villa like 2 years in a row. What, about 10, 12 people each time? Yeah, about 10, 12 people each time. Couple trip and stuff. So, okay. So you say you consider yourself an influencer.
Yes.
What started that?
I don't know. Like, I just kind of became a thing. I think when I started my locks,
Okay.
like, that's when I started getting like a lot of attention. Really, like, I had these little baby starter locks, but everybody seemed to love them. So I was getting like a lot of love from like different lock pages. So I would do like different hairstyles
Okay.
and just different techniques on how to care for your hair. And then when I started like posting my music and other stuff, people will follow that too.
All right.
But I think, I mean, it's pretty cool being an influencer. I think I'm pretty good at it. I don't know.
How long has this been going on?
I would say roughly since about 2017, 2000.
Okay, so about 5-6 years in.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
I
a
like
vet,
it.
girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
These little baby TikTokers on these pages, like, I'm making money.
My question is Granny too thick? How did she come about?
Well, first she was a joke. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm
She was
assuming-
a
I'm assuming
joke.
that was what it
It
was.
was a joke. So I got diagnosed with lupus last year. But I've been playing with granny filters for about 2.5 years now. We literally just found pictures of us playing with the filters. But when I got diagnosed, I really didn't have like no pain symptoms or anything. So I was just really like tired and sleepy all the time. But in January, I got hit with my pain symptoms, and it was like kind of like arthritis. Like my hands were hurting, my wrists, my knees, my ankles. It was like affecting my mobility. And so me and my brothers, we were kind of joking about it at first, and then I found the filter. And I would send my brothers videos of me playing as a granny. Like, I was like, this is how I feel,
Yeah, right.
And then so after sending it to them, I started posting it on my Snapchat. And once I saw the reaction that I got out of it, I posted it onto like me in the club dancing as a granny. And everybody kind of was like, well, who fucking granny is that?
Yeah. I think the first time I ever saw that, I was just like, damn, she look good.
I said the same thing. I'm like, yo.
And then when I finally
Slow down, Grandma.
I'm like, she got a workout plan?
Slow down,
She got something, and then I go through your page, and I'm like, oh, it's a filter. But girl, you took that and ran with it, and I'm like, oh, you.
Yeah.
I got the time to check grandma's shit.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I was doing this promo for this guy. He has this liquor brand called Thirsty or Thirst Trap. I'm sorry. And he was like, "Can you do a video for me?" And I was like, "All right, cool." So I put on some lingerie to do like a Thirst Trap themed Thirst Trap photo.
Right.
And I swiped and I accidentally hit the granny filter. And I looked at myself and I was like, oh, bitch. And so I recorded the same thing that I did for him, just in granny form. And then I posted it on Instagram, and that kind of went up. But then all the videos that I posted on what is it called, TikTok, then everybody kind of took that and put it on all the other social media platforms, and that's where it just kind of blew up. I posted her like February 20th. I went viral before March 1st.
Wow, that is awesome.
So it was like a very fast.
Was it
turnaround with
overwhelming
her.
initially?
You know what? I didn't even get to soak it in because I was experiencing my first painful lupus flare. And so I was in a flare from January 22nd up until now. I'm still kind of in it.
Wow.
So it's been, chronic pain. So most days when I was posting granny, I would literally just get up just to keep the momentum going. I would just do something just to post. But most of the time, I was in the bed, sick as hell. Like, so.
Right.
But it definitely did help. I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
So is this like your full-time job, or do you have something outside of your crystals and stuff? Is this just like just a part-time like?
I've had an
deal?
OnlyFans for about like maybe it's been like a year and a half now.
Okay.
So it's always helped me. But I have an online store too that I tend to, and then I just on the day that I got sick, it was the grand opening of my first physical store for my 9th of June brand.
Yeah.
And then, but I haven't been able to tend to it the way that I would because I got sick.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm actually working on my second location in the Boulevard right now.
Okay.
So
Where's your first location at?
on Charleston and it's like Charleston and Jones.
Okay.
In
All right.
between Decatur and Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, check it out. Okay. So my daughter's into crystals and everything.
And my best friend too. Shout out to Yana. Her birthday's coming soon, so I'm gonna need some. Give me some stuff, girl.
I got you.
I need all the
got
things.
you. Whatever you need.
What's the craziest response you got from the whole
People who are very mad that I'm not a grandma.
What?
They are mad that
people that thought it was real, and it's like you catfish me.
They're like, yeah, they're pretty upset. And then like I get the ones who are like, you look way better as a granny. And I'm like,
You know what that reminds me of?
Girl, you look good for 30.
Yeah.
ew.
Just
That reminds me of what was that movie with Terry Crews, White Chicks, where he was pissed off because they was wait, y'all not white.
It wasn't even the fact that they were men. It was because they were black. Like, what?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of.
Get this jigaboo
Away from me.
that was a lot of us ago.
Exactly.
All right. So, how has an influence, like, since you are considered an influencer and shit then blown up for you for Granny Too Thick, how's it changed your life in any way? Has it changed your life in any way?
It hasn't really drastically changed my life. I mean, like, it definitely bumped up my income.
Okay.
A hell of a lot.
Yeah.
But it hasn't really changed much because
Okay.
I haven't been able to celebrate. I haven't been able to actually, because, a lot of podcasts and stuff, they're trying to get me, but I can't travel right now because of the condition that I'm in.
Thank God you local.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Man to that.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Yes.
And but yeah, so I told all my friends, I was like, all right, I'm just trying to use right now just to kind of get myself right, and I'm still trying to learn my body, learn what I can and can't do, so that I know how to act when I'm out of town. So
Okay.
yeah, I haven't really been able to celebrate
Right.
my experience.
And we're gonna get into your lupus battle in a minute, because that's a very very serious thing, and it's a condition that is well known, but not a lot of people know what's going on with it. So we'll get that into a minute. Your OnlyFans.
Spicy.
If you guys
So-
want to see some granny content, just go ahead and go to OnlyFans / Don't Blame Tyler.
So when we started this podcast, no joke, this is one of the OnlyFans. Somebody with OnlyFans is one of the things I wanted.
Like every week he bring it up. I'm like, dude,
Because of
whatever.
men.
I'm like,
No,
dude, whatever.
no, I think it's a great.
You didn't let me
conversation.
finish. I'm a woman and I like that shit too.
Oh, okay. Not only that,
Relax.
I think it's a great conversation
Oh yeah, it is.
because it's a lot of people look at, they hear OnlyFans and they can automatically think of porn. They automatically think of porn, but it's not just
It's not
that.
just porn, yeah.
Right, it's not just that. So, what can they find on your OnlyFans?
Well, before you could find like booty fetish videos, I would say, like
Okay.
fishnets, twerking videos. But honestly, I do like, you're not gonna see everything for $8.
Right.
Just not gonna be that. So
Like, come on.
what we do is we send
Come on,
messages throughout. Like we send messages every day, every other day, every 2 days, where you can charge people more to see more. Like you
Okay.
can't just see everything, but on
As you
mine,
should.
So,
on mine, I like a lot
it's
of
like a drug dealer. First hits for free. Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta keep him coming back.
Oh my God.
Like I like to post because I love looking at myself. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah.
I do like upskirts. People have like weird fetishes for like upskirts. I don't know what it is.
People have weird fetishes, period.
Period.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Right.
And then they like feet content.
I'm going to go make
They-
somebody else a foot
No,
fan
you're
on
not.
myself.
I
No,
told
you're
my
not.
friend to make one, but she gonna do it when she, when she feel like it. I'm just, if she do, I'll make sure to tell y'all.
When the baby drop, you gonna be on here next.
Right.
I'm about to be out there in my belly.
Just posing.
Right. There's fetishes for
There's fetishes for that
Be
too.
like throwing water up.
People have
Some
so
people
many
just want to
fetishes.
see. They just want to see pregnant girls
Yeah,
eat.
they
They just want to see them just
fetishes for
Yeah.
all that shit.
just walking around the house. Like you could literally just record yourself walking to and from the kitchen, and they will go fucking crazy. Like
I'm
it's
taking notes right now.
Yeah, and be like, just rub baby oil real slow
Right,
on the
right.
belly. No stretch
is
marks.
so
Is
Rub
the
that
name.
cocoa butter.
self-care.
Coconut oil.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah,
Okay. Has having an OnlyFans, you're single. right? Single as fuck.
yup, as fuck. It's crazy. I had a boyfriend when I started my OnlyFans.
Okay, let's go there. Let's go. How did that affect that?
You know what happens when you date insecure weirdos. Like,
Okay.
he was just insecure. Like, honestly, when you think about it, you would rather have a girl who has OnlyFans than a bitch that's out there, like, walking the blade or doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be the person recording the content. You
Fact.
could be
You
the
could be
person-
participant.
You can participate in
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? And
To have what these
Your-
other men can't.
Exactly. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that just because she shows herself, it does not mean that she is for everybody.
Right,
You get what
right.
I'm
The fact
saying?
that a lot of men like to think about it as, oh, well, she's giving this major part of herself. Do you not realize where this money coming? This money is coming home, baby.
It is. Thank you.
Yeah, we got extra income. I'm
Right.
telling they might be seeing these titties, but you know where we going? We going to Paris next week. Like, relax.
Exactly. Like, and I was, because at one point in time, I was actually thinking about bringing him in. But honestly, my followers, they were like, we don't want to see you with a guy. And I really didn't even want to expose myself in that type of way. Because honestly, I stopped liking my boyfriend by that time. So, like, I
Stopped liking him.
started,
What did he do?
yeah. As
No,
like
to
for
stop
a
liking
career.
you. No.
Oh.
For you to stop liking
he was
him.
very abusive,
Okay.
physically,
All right.
emotionally.
Sorry
like,
about that. Okay.
No, we don't do that.
Okay.
Like, I
nah.
started at OnlyFans because he literally broke both my phones and my glasses and all of those things. They were like $500 plus to fix each thing. It
Yeah.
was just, yeah.
Okay.
And it's the fact that he knew you could get it fixed, which is why he didn't probably care.
No, I started it right after he did it.
Okay.
Oh,
It
to
was
get the
because
money
I had
to get the
so
money to
much-
replace it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had so much going on that it was like, I need my phone. I need my glasses. That's why I got these on right now. They're prescription. Like, I need to see.
Right.
So and that's why I ended up getting these in the first place, was because I was like, I can't be caught lacking without no glasses.
Yeah.
Again. Like, because I had to stay the night at his house after that because I couldn't see to drive home. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, it's your vision. You got fucked up vision.
Yeah.
She said, man.
I ain't mad.
Especially at night.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just wasn't secure enough within himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some men, they get intimidated when you make more money than them.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that he was just wondering why I chose him over all of the people that I had as options.
Yeah.
And he was just insecure within himself, and he just reflected it on
Clearly,
me.
he was
Right.
lacking something in the relationship, and he felt like you were replacing him with the money you were making, which you did. And good job, I might add. Because you breaking my shit. Sure.
Do you find it hard, like, getting back into the dating scene now?
Yes, it's very hard because I'm in a position where I don't have to deal with nobody unless I want to, and now we're at
what you can.
Exactly. And so, like, it's like, okay, I can interrupt my own peace, or I can, or I could just keep it and watch my cartoons because I love cartoons. That's all
love
I
cartoons.
watch.
What's your favorite cartoon?
Invader Zim, and I'm so sad.
What?
Invader Zim?
Fucking crazy.
It's old
Hey,
school.
no, it's great. It's great.
And
That she likes it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm
love
like, shit,
Invader Zim.
tripping.
I love Nicktoons, anything like old school Nicktoons.
Animaniacs.
Got it.
Shit back in the day.
Yeah, I
Looney
love
Tunes.
Animaniacs.
Pinky in the brain.
Looney Tunes.
Pinky in the brain.
Nah, they were a little. They were cool. I think Ren and Stimpy were a little.
Watching that shit now is very interesting on what they
Yeah.
let us get away
Right.
with.
Ren
in
and Stimpy was
entertainment.
definitely gay. Now that I think about it, they was definitely gay.
They were gay, but they were also tripping. They were also, like, on mushrooms or something.
Acid,
Yeah.
LSD,
Yeah.
and shit.
Just like Rocco's Modern Life, he was a sex worker.
Oh yeah.
With the phone, answering the phones, talk slower.
Right.
What? I don't know what you want me to do. Talk slower.
It's funny you talk about sex work. I got a call from a family member, and I said, "Man, what you up to?" He said, "Shit, man, about to put in this application, gonna be a sex phone worker." Oh, okay.
They
All
accept
right.
applications.
She's like, let me know the service.
It's online, right?
gotta
Yeah. I was like, all
I'm
right,
surprised they don't send you a microphone and just be like, do it from
Just
home.
do it from home.
Right.
That might be what it is when they say,
might
be.
when you see the ads, work
Dirty
from home.
podcasting.
Yeah, work from home.
Call 1-800 Dirty Talk.
1-800 Killing Tyme. Good time.
No, we not doing that.
You gonna answer the phone?
I knew it.
I got a sexy voice. I can do it.
Yeah,
There we
I can
go.
do it.
let me hear your sexy voice.
Talk slower.
That's not it. That is not it. Okay. What is the craziest shit you got from a fan? Like the nastiest, craziest response you've got from somebody?
I think I posted it on Facebook.
Boilerplate.
Oh, the shitting one.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Huh?
So
He sent you some boo-boo?
And
No.
you know what?
Oh.
I'm so mad about it now that I'm thinking about it because I just seen the text of the email where he was like, I just want to know if you would be willing to do this video for me. I'm such a fan. And I'm like, what? He's like, so I like feces. And I was like, oh my God. So he sent this instruction by instruction with photos of what he would like. So he was like, sit the phone up on the toilet and do this. And then I need you to not sit on the toilet, but bend over. And then so I looked down, I just read it and I laughed and I posted it on Facebook.
Yeah.
I go back to the email just to see like, okay, this is funny as hell. And then I look down and he includes 2 photos of how he wanted the phone propped and how he wanted the photo to look. And it was a girl shitting and she was black. And I was just like, that's nasty as fuck.
Time out, Negro. Time out.
Yeah.
My face was just stuck for a minute.
Wait. He offered you money to do this?
Yeah.
How much he offered?
Yeah.
I think he offered what? It was like 300.
Oh, baby, please.
Yeah.
Negro, please.
That's not.
That's not done.
No, that's not.
So what
usually
would
not
the
enough.
price for that be? Just
Ooh.
Yeah. That is a good question.
Depending on whatever else, because I'm not spearing it nowhere.
5
I'm not
Gs?
touching it.
5
it depends
Gs?
on like what you eat too, right? Because if you have chili that day, it
Oh,
might not be that good.
I could get a burrito, you know what I'm saying?
What if you had
Good
corn?
Ugh.
I don't know
Or
what
hot
you like.
Cheetos.
What did he want
Digest.
you to do with it? He just wants you to poop and
Just want to
take
see-
a picture.
and
Just
take
want
a
to
He
picture.
wants you to take the video of it and then
Falling?
send
Like
it.
it's ice
it's
cream.
coming out of your
As her spiritual advisor, how do you feel hearing this shit?
I was slightly disturbed, but she did offer dinner, so
Yeah, no, it was funny. I had made the post where I was like, I posted the picture of it, and I was like, y'all, look at what this crazy ass dude said. He said he'll give me $300 to do this, and then I was like, anyway, who want to go out to eat? I just came up off of $300.
She said, I just got $300. We're trying to go eat.
Y'all trying to go eat?
That
Where
was
we
funny.
going?
Let's go
That
to
was
Ruth
funny.
Chris.
Ruth Chris, it is. Flemings is on deck, goddamn.
That shit was funny.
Oh, man.
No pun intended.
But you know
No.
what? There's two things that this one dude, he used to be so obsessed with me. And I had a little crush on him too, but I don't know why things didn't work out between us. But he used to like to stick his his tongue in my nose. I used to make sure it was clean for him.
I'm trying to picture this. Wait. Repeat that again for me.
All right, like, you know how you be tongue kissing people?
Somebody,
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of like tongue kissing their mouth, you do it in their nose.
So it's just like around the rim of your nose.
Like he was really making out with my nose. Now I just made sure I always cleaned it really, really good.
Yeah, because you know
And it's
that
just
wasn't awkward.
He
to
was
you?
somebody that I was talking to. It wasn't awkward.
Okay.
He
You
liked
don't-
to lick my armpits.
you're not
too.
king shaming her.
girl. Okay.
You're not king shaming
My
her.
God.
Of course not.
don't king shame, okay?
I don't king shame.
We don't
I
king
just
shame here.
question.
Yeah.
I question a lot. Okay, so he licked your underarm too, girl. What?
Yes. And I used
Did
to
he eat wax and crayons for a living?
I don't think he
What's
did.
going
But
on?
you know what? I don't know what it is about him and armpits, but he didn't want me to shave him. And I was
Bruh.
like, you know what?
I need a shot.
Bruh.
We're getting an in. We're getting an in with you. Wow.
Man.
That's great.
Hey, yo.
Yes.
So wait a minute. So this didn't make you feel uncomfortable? Like, so the first time he wanted to lick your nose, the first time he did it, you were just like,
You didn't say back up, hold
you just like,
on.
Well, first because we had maybe gone on about 4 dates, and we kissed on the third date. And
is that fast for you?
no, I was actually pretty shocked.
Okay.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, because normally, like, you know, it just depends on how I feel about you.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes I could take you down on the first date if I don't.
You said, if you get that energy,
If I'm
if you get that
in the
energy,
mood,
yeah.
If I feel you and everything is
Well, no, if I just feel like,
Friend,
I mean, it
feel
just depends
good.
on where I'm at in my life. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm just, I mean, I might
Like,
just
I need
flood
this-
them out
I
real
need
quick.
this right
and
now.
dump 'em.
Never seen
I don't
it.
know. You know, like,
Never seen it.
those are the ones that you fuck on the first night. The ones that you just flood out and leave them where they're at.
You gonna treat him like Eddie Murphy on Boomerang, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nigga his shit like this.
But honestly, that was like a few years ago. Now I'm a lot more conscious of who I share my energy with. My body is not for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't even allow everybody in my presence anymore. So
Right.
it's just a little
Well, thank you
different
for being
now.
Amen to that.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
Would you stop your OnlyFans?
Hell no.
Listen.
Absolutely not.
If the right man came along for you and he asked you to stop your OnlyFans, would you stop it if the right man came along?
Listen, no.
Okay.
I say that because it will come with an ultimatum and it will come with a contract. You need to replace the money that I'm making.
What if he's able to
I
do
need
that
to,
though?
and if he is, but it has to come with a
And he has to
contract.
maintain
It
it.
has to be in writing, because what we tend to do as women is, like, you have to realize we be at our primes, and we settle for these men who want to stop us from achieving what we're trying to achieve. You want to come in and block what I'm doing just to have me as your prize, your
Yeah.
possession,
Control.
and then have the nerve, like, if I do depend on you, have the nerve to tell me what I'm not, what I didn't accomplish, and who the fuck I'm not going to be because I tended to you and what you wanted me to be.
I
You
get
know
it.
what I'm saying?
Preach,
So
girl.
I get
I
it.
feel like if he would have to cut me a check every month for what I was making, and I should be able to do what with it what I want. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? It's like, if you can do that for me, and if you can replace that, then yes, I'll stop. But if you want to date me while I still have an OnlyFans and it doesn't bother you, that's fine. But I don't believe in sacrificing for people, especially if you're not my husband yet. Hell no.
Okay.
Well said. Well said.
No.
I can appreciate that.
Well,
So,
Yeah.
glad you said that. If he in turn became your husband,
I think the rules still apply though.
He
Rules still
still would
apply?
have to pay
Yeah, rules
me.
still apply.
yeah, he would have to be making
Yeah,
like
rules still
twice as
apply.
what he's making now to compensate for what she was making.
no, I get it.
Not
I
twice.
get it.
I
He
would say.
doesn't. I mean, honestly,
You're trying to come up. Yo,
No, it's not
watching-
even trying to come up. It's just, okay, this is a supplemental income. She has her own crystal business, and we don't know how far that expansion would go. She would have that, but then that was her OnlyFans is like funny money, traveling money, purses, shoes, all the extra
Fuck you,
shit.
money.
OnlyFans is my breadwinner. I make anywhere from 15 to 20,000, 25,000 a month. So
See?
you would have to compensate me.
That's why I said twice a
I'm starting me
month.
one tonight.
That's why I said 2 times.
Go ahead and log.
The amount, because I mean, if you're a doctor or a lawyer, you're probably already making that, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're just regular Joe Schmo and working a simple 9 to 5 that don't create tips or
I've
extra
been-
stuff,
said-
I've been saving myself for Wiz Khalifa lately.
and I see why. I see why.
I am saving
Pull-ups
myself.
might
You know
be
what?
strong.
If he let me keep my
This nigga
OnlyFans,
don't wear
I
drawers
won't
and
even-
shorts in the gym. What the fuck y'all talking about?
That's
the
why.
good part.
Oh, come on now.
We understand that.
We-
We support those
We
actions.
love that.
Let y'all
I,
have this
I
moment.
love
Yeah,
that.
Let y'all have.
You're letting me see.
I turned on my notifications for him when he started doing that. Yes, notify me every time he dropped them draws on the screen.
Drop them
see
shorts
it.
off
Yeah.
at the door.
You get a female host on a podcast, and this is what
Now all of a
happens.
sudden we talking about Wiz Khalifa. in the
I'm
gym.
just saying, I agree.
I'm speaking that man into existence.
Hey, speak
I
what
like
you
it.
want to
Wish-
exist.
I like it.
Wishing that.
Yes.
I will
Not
do his
hating.
hair.
And next thing you know, we got our OnlyFans collab.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all got anything real
Bounce.
quick? Anything y'all can pop to your mind real quick? Okay, let's get into your lupus. What is lupus?
Lupus is an autoimmune disorder. So your immune system attacks all of your healthy tissues instead of it just attacking bacteria and viruses.
Okay, and how's it affecting you?
I feel like some people, it affects them, like sometimes it'll just attack their kidneys, or it'll attack their liver, or it'll attack their brain. I got the one where it attacks my muscles and my joints, but it can also affect other things.
Yeah.
Like how I was telling you guys how I was sick most of the time that Granny was coming up. It's this one part of my body that I hate when this happens, but it happens like once a month, where you have your lungs and the cage that houses it.
Yeah.
That the lining of that inflames.
Oh, fuck
So-
that has to hurt.
So when you breathe,
It hurts.
You can't breathe.
Yeah, literally.
You have to, in order for me to breathe, I have to extend and go like this just to be able to breathe without it hurting.
Yeah.
I can't lay on my back. I can't lay on my left side when this is happening. And I think like the day, March 1st, that Granny was going up, I literally was watching everything happen from my phone on my stomach because I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
It was like I was trying to get back home from California. I didn't know if I was going to be able to drive back home. I didn't know, but that's like the worst thing that I don't like. My knees got attacked my last like big flare. And so it affected my mobility. I have an upstairs and downstairs house, and it was to a point where I could not walk up and down my stairs at night by myself.
Yeah.
So it was really difficult. Like sometimes my friends, she would offer to come and stay with me to kind of help me. And then I had another friend named Rue who she spent the night with me a few times
Wow.
to just make sure that I was okay. And of course, my mom and my brothers, I'll call them and be like, yo, my bad, but I need y'all, you
Yeah.
know? And everybody, they're real supportive and stuff. But this condition, it's so weird because 1 minute you can be totally fine. Like today, I had a pain-free day, and I didn't even take any pain
Thank God for
medication.
that,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for that. But I can be fine right now, and I can literally be on my way home, and my symptoms can flare up, and I'll just be sick as a fucking dog for like the next 2-3 days.
is this like a
okay.
hereditary thing, or is this just something that just happened?
You know what I believe? They say that it can be passed down from person to person, but I honestly do believe that everybody has I think that we all have it, because in reality it's your body releasing these antibodies,
Okay.
which come from like stress, trauma. And remember, I was telling you guys, I was in a very abusive relationship right
Right.
before my diagnosis.
Yes.
And I remember looking at him and saying, I think you're making me sick. And because anytime I would come around him, I just would not feel good. And it was my body going through that trauma and that stress. And I think just trauma and stress it activates those antibodies. I don't think it's something that you can just come across.
Yeah.
It's like something that when you stress too much and you got too much going on,
Your body will react to that
it
shit.
will sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's where it really comes from.
Man, I know that shit. Back in the day, I was working my ass off. I was hitting like 18, 19-hour days. Right. I was in the military, so I would go work out, go to my military job, get done with that, go work my second job. So me and my ex-wife had just had a baby, so I wanted her to stay home. So I made sure I'm hustling, so she can stay home with the baby all day. But that's 19-hour days.
Right.
My body, after like 3 months of that shit, my body just said, sit down for like a week. I couldn't do shit. Like your body would tell you, like you're doing too much. Calm your ass down.
And, and it's crazy because of my diagnosis and me getting my own general understanding of what caused it, it's the reason why I live my life the way that I do now. I don't stress friendships and relationships of people who act like they don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't want to be here, get the fuck on, because
Right.
I'm not about to chase you. I'm not going to stress about you being here.
Of course.
I'm not going to stress about where money's coming from. Shit, OnlyFans, if it's bringing in the money, that's where it's going to be.
paying the bills.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like I live so free-spirited, but I also just let everything go.
Yeah.
I don't even get upset anymore. Like, I can't even get mad at people when they voice their opinions about, we have opposing opinions. I don't care.
Yeah.
I have such a I don't care attitude now, and it's only because I can't even work myself up if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, because I know what it can do to me.
Right.
In January, or was it February? It was February. I had a friend who got killed in Houston. And right after that, you guys heard about that shooting that happened at that hookah lounge where
Yeah.
hella people got shot. One of my
Yeah.
close friends, she got shot, and I went into a panic. And literally right after I had the reaction of me thinking about her because it was her birthday, and we were all supposed to be there, but I was in the hospital because the day before I found out about my friend, and the next day I was supposed to go with her, but I didn't go because I was in the hospital. And I told her I'll be with her Sunday, and she was like, okay. And she went. She got shot, and it went through her chin, and she had to get a metal plate in her arm. But they didn't announce anybody's names.
Yeah.
They didn't say who got killed. We didn't find out that she was safe until like noon, but we got the call at I got the call at like 4 or 5 o'clock
Right.
in the morning. So having that, like we had worked up all that anxiety and stuff. I was down for like a week straight.
Well,
Like,
of course.
so like when things like that, when you know that your body is going to react like that, you can't even get worked up. And
Yeah.
people, they think I don't care. It's not that I don't care. I just can't.
You can't.
care.
I can't.
You can't care too much. If you don't care, I feel the same way because I have really bad depression and anxiety tendencies. Like when I get really nervous or something, I clam up really bad, like start sweating immediately in like 5 seconds. It's gross. And I tell people don't touch me because it's so nasty, but it's like your anxiety can get the best of you and it's just like you're not the same person anymore. And now you're in pain or you're uncertain of yourself or you're really tired. So I definitely understand it. And
Yes.
I'm sorry that you go through that.
Yes.
But
Oh, it's
you
okay.
but I see that you manage it really well.
Yeah.
For you to be so young, you know exactly what to do. You know exactly what to avoid. And for you even just putting this out there for other young people who
great.
might be going through this as well, that's really good information because I also had a grandmother who went through lupus, but
Yeah.
unfortunately for her, she was 85
Right.
when it started for her. So
Got you.
And then dementia happened with it and abusive relationships with my grandmother and my great grandmother. Of course, that kind of just went downhill with that. So I definitely understand like the compartmentalizing of all of the issues and just dealing with things at a slow pace at a time.
Yeah.
And that's really good that you do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, I will say this, and this just helps me in general. I don't know if anybody else has it out there. If I ever get like a bad, like I have a feeling it's about to be bad, I will literally fast. Like, give your time and give your system time to clear out, because most of it comes from like stress and stuff like that. But at the same time, it can come from what you're eating. So you might eat something and it might make you upset. Just fast and just consume a lot of fruits like watermelon, pineapple, drink a whole lot of water. I'll do that for like a day. sometimes 2 days, and I'll wake up the next morning like today. I did it yesterday, and I feel completely fine.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? So I tell all my friends, mostly all the stuff that you guys are experiencing comes from inflammation, and they're not preaching a anti-inflammatory diet to live on, but when your body gets uncontrollably inflamed, that's when you take a step back, do a little water fast, incorporate some fruit, a lot of water, a lot of fruit, vegetables, and it'll bring your body back to balance.
And that
Start
was my
your-
next question is like, how does food and eating affect your life? Like, are you a vegetarian? Are you vegan? Are you...
I consume a lot of salmon. I was never really a fan of red meat.
Okay.
I've heard different things. My thing against the meat is we don't know what we're eating. And what I mean by that is we don't know where these animals are farmed, if they had a great life or if they had a sucky life. Like, you know, they pump antibiotics.
So you into the whole spiritual realm of everything in your life then. That's what it sounds
Not
like.
really. It's just you have to be careful with your body because when they pump in those hormones to make them age faster, we are consuming that same
That
hormone.
same hormone, I get you.
When they're pumping them with antibiotics because they're not in sanitary, conditions, your body, you're consuming those antibiotics. So sometimes when we have these hormonal imbalances, and it comes from like PCOS, and some people they get like those
fibrosis,
things exactly. It throws off your hormones because you're eating the hormones that they're giving these animals.
Got you. Yeah.
So I try to find like wild caught salmon just because that's like my guilty pleasure. Like I love that. I'll eat like
You can't be the good salmon. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can't be the good
I
salmon.
can eat salmon every single day.
I can too.
3
Be
days
on
a week,
salmon
that's it.
TikTok. I'll be like salmon nuggets, salmon
I eat it
rolls.
every day.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Salmon.
The egg rolls you made this weekend, brother.
Oh yes,
Thank you.
On
most
one.
definitely.
Yes.
Salmon egg rolls?
No.
He made a crab egg roll.
And then Philly cheesesteak egg rolls and,
buffalo chicken egg rolls. So,
delicious.
how does Sabrina come into all this for your life?
See Sabrina. Okay, so she's a blessing. I met Sabrina on Facebook like 2 years ago, and she was a cute little light skinned thing, but I was just like, I was kind of skeptical because I was at a point in my life where I was like, why do these girls want to be my friend? I'm like, I'm 28 years old, so I'm like, I already got
make
friends,
friends. Yeah.
But she would reach out to me, and I was just like, oh, okay, she's pretty cool. And then one time she came and supported one of my pop-ups, and that
Okay.
was like my first time actually seeing her, and she had like this beautiful light about herself. And I saw on Facebook that she does tarot readings. So I would tell her like, hey, maybe you should do a tarot reading for me, And ever since she did a tarot reading for me, I don't like to get tarot readings from anybody else because she's always very like spot on. And then from there, I started throwing pop-up and networking events myself.
Okay.
And I always personally asked her to do the readings for my event because I felt like everybody kind of needed just a little bit of guidance. We were all there seeking something.
Right.
We wanted to know what would take us to the next level, and she has the sources and the tools to kind of help guide us. It'll tell us what's going on, what's going to jump out at us, and you can either choose to do this or you could choose to do that, and she's very accurate. So not only is she my spiritual advisor, she's like one of my closest friends.
Awesome.
So
That's cool.
Yeah, we've grown very, very close over the years.
Okay.
That's dope.
Let's go, Sabrina. Your turn.
Love her.
When I first met Miss Granny Tooth Thing?
Yeah.
Well, actually, somebody had told me about her music. She has this song called Homie Hoppin'.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was one of
I'll
my
have to
favorite
look that up.
songs. Right. And so I was
Hoppin'.
listening to the song and I was like, man, who is this girl? So I followed her on Facebook, and we actually, when we started talking about tarot cards, I actually was telling her, like, you gonna be my friend. And she's like, oh no, I don't want any friends. And,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you gonna be my friend, watch. And the cards didn't tell me, that was just the vibe. Like, I like to have genuine people around me too.
Right.
So it's really hard to find somebody who, especially in Vegas, these pretty girls, they just be
The
look.
fakeness.
It's superficial.
It's
Yeah.
always an underground agenda. It's like, oh, I'm beautiful. Oh, but we can hook up. We can link up and do some work together. Girl, what work you do? I be, in these hotels.
Yeah. Oh,
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, thank you.
And one thing I really appreciate about her is, even though she is going through what she's going through, you can never tell. Like, she doesn't like. she doesn't show it, you know?
Right,
And then
right.
it's like, until you ask, how was your day today? Like, oh, today's not a good day. But I'm like, dang, girl. And it motivates me to be around people like this, you know, when it comes to my career goals, because I can't kick it with a girl like this and be basic. You know what I'm saying?
It makes you up your game a little bit.
Yeah,
Competition. Now, you're not in competition with each other, but when you see somebody that it makes you step your game up.
Right.
Like I had a boy, we did the same job. That was my roommate. But because I saw him getting somewhere I wanted to be, it made me step my game up. So competition breeds competition. You're not necessarily competition. with
not
each
really
other,
competition.
There's nothing to win or gain,
Right.
but
Yeah.
each other.
Yes,
Right.
I look at it in my eyes as competition because
You're a man.
No, it's just I know
It's not the right word.
If in my
Competition isn't the right word.
It
It's
isn't
like-
the right word, but for myself, I know.
We know what you mean.
I would
I
say
guess.
more motivation.
Yeah,
there it
yes.
is. There it
This
is.
Yeah.
is one thing that she kind of said to me, where she was like, I see everything that you're going through, but the fact that you're going through what you're going through and you still get up and handle everything that you need to handle, that's what she said to me. Like, you literally push me, like, you know,
Yeah.
and that's really what it is. It's like, if you don't have people in your life who motivate you to be better, I don't want nobody around
Man,
who's
talk
just
about
gonna
that.
sit
Yes.
here and
Right.
settle. I'm gonna be
Right.
honest.
Yes.
Like, I get mad at my friends if they just sitting there
If they-
not doing
yes.
shit. Like, and if they can change their situation, but all they do is complain about it,
Right.
I can't be cool with you. I'm not gonna judge you, but after a while, I'm gonna stop answering my phone.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna
Why
have
the-
to get it
why
together.
The number
are
you
you
have
settling?
reached is no longer
You have
intact.
so much potential. Why the fuck are you settling?
I am the friend that most men do not want their women to have. They do not want friends like me around their women, because I will tell they ass, girl, he's holding you back. If he don't
like it,
get
though.
with it, let it go.
This reminds me of the MGM Mike interview because he
Same thing.
Same thing. We had a guy named MGM Mike artist, and he said the same thing. I'm that friend. If you told me 2 months ago, Corey, what you got going on? Oh, I'm studying for the certification. If I call you 2 months from now, and you ain't studying for the certification, quit what you're doing. Nothing. You start studying for the certification? No. Why not? All right.
Yeah.
A month later, you start studying? Nope. That's it.
He's done talking to him.
He's done
He's like,
talking
I'm
to
done.
him.
Yeah.
Because you're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
You're not trying to do nothing.
Yeah.
And I had to start letting people go who were in their standstill. Like, but it's only because, how do I expect you to be happy for me elevating if you're miserable where you're at,
you're at.
Because it's not
Come
gonna
on.
be genuine.
and you won't
It's not-
elevate
You won't come up,
yourself?
yes.
And
You'll say it, but like behind closed doors, whenever I make you mad, you be like, "Oh, that bitch, she
Yes.
always thinks she better than somebody."
But you want
Right.
to know
It's
what
never
can,
that.
what can eliminate that is, instead of seeking company and friendship when we're at our lowest, we need to work on ourselves and
And let
build
it find
ourselves
you.
back up. And when you find your friends, like, she kind of met me right before I hit my low, and she definitely helped me through it. But I was at a high, right? So when I got low, it was unfamiliar to her.
Yeah.
But instead of her being like, she was like, wait, this ain't like you. You need to get your shit together. Like,
Yeah.
you
Fucking
are
up
better
your
than
money,
this.
boo.
You're
Right.
this. So instead of her sitting there and allowing me to sit and soak in my misery, she built me back up, because she didn't meet me miserable. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? She met me at one of my best times.
But you
So
need
it was,
that shit.
Exactly.
You need that.
But when you meet people at your lowest and then you get back to your higher self, instead of them looking at it like, oh man, yeah, I'm happy she's happy, it's, oh, this bitch changed. Oh, you think you better than
You
everybody?
left
Yeah.
us behind.
Yeah,
Right,
it's like,
right.
you still miserable. Like,
Yeah.
no. this
And
ain't-
it's not even that I left you behind. I just wasn't my natural self.
Exactly.
You met me at this point in my life. I'm not going to reside at that point forever. And if you're around me and encouraging that type of behavior, we're not compatible together. Just like I
Exactly.
met my two friends, Tiana and Michelle, out of the blue. I wasn't looking for friends. One of my friends is single. I'm married with a child, you know? So it's just like, okay, well, my single friend, she wants me to go out and do single friend shit. Can't really do that no more. I wasn't skinny. Like, I was trying to get that natural confidence back because I was always thin. And then I gained over 100 pounds after having my kid. So it was just like, oh, now I'm trying to live this life and I don't have the confidence for it. Right. So I just came back a little bit, and then I met my friends Tiana and Michelle, and they helped me through a really dark place. It wasn't like, it was like postpartum situation.
Gotcha.
So it was always like that lingering thought, like, oh, you'll never be
What
what
you
you
used to
were.
be. Mhm.
And I don't want to be what I used to be. I want to be better than who I was.
Right.
And that's kind of how I am now. I'm better than who I was before.
Some people don't want you to be better than
girl.
who you were. They literally want you to.
They want you to stay where you're
Yeah.
at.
Yes.
Stay there.
And they're surprised that you can actually get yourself out of out of a dark space by yourself,
Exactly.
without the need of medicating or drinking or drugs or something like that, or any recreational activities. I don't need to be the life of the party.
Yeah.
I don't need all of these extra things. I can literally just, sit to myself, think, contemplate, journal, all those things,
Yeah.
and then come out of it eventually.
Of course,
Right.
of course.
Yep.
Okay.
How did you
Awesome.
get into the tarot card reading?
Boom.
So I was in a domestic violence situation as well that I fled from, and I didn't have anybody. Like, not that I didn't have
No,
anybody,
we got it. Speaking up. We got it. Yeah.
but I didn't. I was seeking answers, so I went and I got my first deck, and I just started, practicing the cards. And it was interesting that it was always on point, So then I also went through a whole spiritual journey, because I was involved with a hard time narcissist. So when you're involved with a narcissist, you literally, they break you down.
Make you feel guilty.
They
for
make
everything.
you feel everything, all the bad stuff, guilty, bad, low. So I had to rebuild myself from that. And so I went on a spiritual journey. I really went on this whole boss bitch trip, like really to build myself. And I got into the tarot cards. And my friends, I used to do them for them. And I also do, my other gift is I can look at pictures and kind of get vibes off of people. So I would always get, like, my friends would just send me pictures like, what do you think of this guy? What do you think of this guy? What do you think? Why do you think we look good together? And they were the ones who actually pointed out to me that I had this gift. When I started actually looking into it, that's when Tyler came in, and she was like, wow, you're really good. Like, and I'm like, I was discouraged because there's a stigma with tarot cards. People really think that it's evil.
Yes,
You're
yes.
not godly. So I didn't want to be judged in that light, but also I know I can really read somebody. And
Taking my thunder, damn it.
I'm sorry. But like I was like at some point I'm like, damn, I am really good at this, and I was motivated, and especially now, like she'd be like, go on YouTube, do TikTok, do that. You're so good. Like, why are you not doing it? And I'm like, man, it's still a confidence booster for me, but I really do feel like over time, over the last 5 years, like I really grew the skill, and now I'm like in love with it because it does give answers.
Yeah.
It does give you direction. And I also don't like to leave people off of a note like, oh, you're going to be in demise, next person. Like because I'm also a life coach, so I try to implement the life coaching in with the tarot cards, to let them know this is your blockage, this is what you do to release it. At the end of the day, people already know the answers before they come to me. They just need confirmation of it.
Right.
Do you see it as a form of therapy?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
It definitely opens up. Even when I'm doing tarot card readings for some people, I tell them things and I'm like, damn, girl, you need to listen to your damn self. I give myself advice through reading through other people.
Right.
So, it's therapeutic on both ends at the end of the day.
Okay.
Like what you said earlier, when it comes to therapy, people already kind of know what they need to
Yes.
do. That's what I consider therapy, is just like, okay, I go in with a plan and my problem, and I divulge my problem to a professional just so they can tell me, okay, well, these are the steps that you need to do. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I thought about that, but I wasn't exactly sure. Now, how do I get there?
Right.
And that's where they help you.
Yes.
Right.
Just like what you do. I feel like that's the exact same thing,
Sometimes
just different
people-
form.
They just need permission. Like I'll hit.
Yeah.
Oh, should
A
I?
blessing.
Yeah, maybe. So like, should I leave He cheated on me 10 times. He's with my sister, and my sister got a baby by him. Should I be with him? And I'm like, girl, I don't even need
The answer
cards.
is yes.
Yeah, I don't even need the cards to tell you this. But
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Girl, you need to talk to God.
Right.
right,
10
somebody.
The
times?
answer
Right.
is yes.
The first 3 times, okay, come and talk to me. But 10 times?
You'll be amazed.
And I think that
fun.
a lot of women need to really start paying attention to their gifts because you got to be careful. If you get with the wrong person, your gift will be stripped from you.
Yeah.
Like
Amen.
I have the gift of clairvoyance, so
Okay.
my dreams are very spot on, very accurate. that's another reason why I don't allow a lot of people to sleep in my bed, or I don't like to sleep at other people's houses.
Yeah.
Because I slept on a friend's couch and told her about her life and everything that was going to happen. And it happened like 2 weeks later.
Wow.
And then my friend, she came to help me while I couldn't get out of my bed. So she slept next to me. And I told her something because I woke up at 5 o'clock. When the dream is very vivid, you have to get up, you have to speak it or write it down so that you can remember.
Right.
And she was laying right next to me, but I was in so much pain I couldn't get up. So I was like, wake up because I got to tell you about your life right now. And she was like, girl, that'll never happen. She called me crying 2 days later. And I told her, I was like, oh, she said, I'm never sleeping in the bed with you
I don't ever
again.
sleep in the bed with her.
Yeah. You have to trust yourself, but also those gifts, they come when you take time to yourself.
Right.
You need to meditate. You need to get to know yourself. Pay attention to your feelings. Pay attention to your senses. Like, because like she said, she called it on my ex. Like the first day that she met him was the first day he started acting funny towards me. Like he was acting like a dick face.
Yeah.
And she was,
He felt that shit.
Yeah.
and she was like, I don't like him. And I said, he's okay. I said, he's probably just going through something. He lost his grandparents. And then, but no, he turned out to be the fucking devil.
Yeah. I just didn't like the energy. I felt like he was draining her energy.
Your positive
Right,
energy
right.
matching his negative rattled his spirit. And I think
Yeah.
that's kind of what shook him up. And now he's like all upside down. And now he mad at the world.
No,
Yeah.
A hot mess.
Right. Okay. All right. So one last question before we get into our shit real quick for you. Two last questions. What, if any, have you got any negative shit from you, like people hating on what you do with the tarot cards?
Oh, yes.
Or-
oh, my God.
Okay.
Yeah, like people test me. Like they'll sit at my table and they'll when I was actually, it was our first pop-up shop together, and this old lady sat next to me, and she sat on my table. I have a time limit, 15 minutes. She was probably there for like 30, 45 minutes. She was like, well, I see spirits and da-da-da. I'm like, oh, that's cool, like that should. So let me do my thing, because I need you to get up so I can get somebody else in the chair.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the reading, and she's like, that's not right. And the reading was crazy. It was like she had all these boyfriends, and she traveled a lot, and she kept saying like, that's not right, that's not right, that's not right. I'm just not very fulfilled with my reading. And I'm like, all right, no offense to my elders, but all right, bitch, get out my chair, because
It's not my fault you a little thought
right,
bot.
right, exactly. But over time, like at the end of the reading, she confirmed everything I said, but I don't even think she meant to do that.
Yeah.
But and also there was one time I was at a networking event. I was introducing myself of what I did, and I can tell there was a lot of religious people in the room. And as soon as I stood up and I introduced myself, because I do introduce my first business first, to me being a real estate agent, and I go into tarot card reading. When I said I was a real estate agent, everybody's like, oh, cool. When I said tarot card readings, I just felt so hot.
You get the evil eye.
Yeah. And then you have to, I feel like I have to explain myself, because do I think that there are people out there who use that gift to get over on people? Of course. I've personally been tricked by some people,
Yeah.
But I know what my gift is. I know what my light is about myself. I know I don't believe in evil entities. I believe in karma. I believe in just joyful and peaceness and all that stuff. So I'm not going to put that into my readings, especially when I do my reading. I'll try to leave on a positive note as much as possible. So when people already assume the negative about me, it's like, well, have you ever had a reading by me? Because for the most part, I would say maybe 95% of the people, they enjoy my reading. They enjoy what information I give them.
Yeah.
Even if it's bad news, she knows how to deliver it in a way, like she said, she incorporates her life coaching in with it also. So it's like, okay, you might get a tower card. This means some bullshit about to pop up, but just understand that you can go this direction or you can go this direction.
Yeah.
And she'll tell you,
And take
Okay.
what you will with
Exactly,
that.
yeah.
Run with it.
All right. Anything else real quick before we get into our shit?
No, it's just our last question.
You got it. It's on you.
So, ladies, Tyler, I'm going to start with you.
Yes.
You're on the Killing Tyme podcast. So, we're going to do Killing in Time. So, Killing, give me a real-life death and a fictional death that you would take back. In either order. You can do fictional first or real-life death.
I would want my grandmother here
Okay.
for my mom.
Yeah.
I feel like my mom really needed her here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, in a fictional death. So have you guys seen Me Before You
No.
with Will Traynor? And okay, so it's this guy. He's he has like the dream life, and one day he goes to work.
I do know what you're talking
Girl.
about.
Oh my God. So
no.
then he goes to work and he steps out on the street and a motorcycle hits him. And he becomes a paraplegic. And he wants to kill himself, so his mom is trying to find him a girlfriend. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
I know
exactly.
exactly.
Why
did you bring that back to my memory?
Girl, because it's the one that shook my life.
Oh, I have seen that. I have seen that.
so-
The red
yeah.
dress. Yeah, I have seen that.
So
That's actually a really good movie.
and and she kind of reminded me of myself, because
It's a
she said
very good
that
movie. She was
has
his
a very
nurse.
life-enhancing presence.
Yeah.
Like that's how I thought of myself. But I kid you guys not, the first time I watched that movie, I cried 40 minutes straight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And my mom, she was laughing her ass off because I just could not stop crying, and I was just like, "Mom, no,
Thanks,
you have to
Bob.
understand."
You don't understand.
Like he died, like he chose to still die after he loved her.
Yeah.
And
After
then
he
he bought
found
her
love.
socks.
Didn't prevail.
He bought her socks.
The
He bought her
socks.
socks.
Yes,
Yeah.
he gave her the socks that her boyfriend was just so ugh. Like, you know what I'm talking
Okay.
about? His boyfriend
Yeah,
was ugh.
just trash.
But then when he brought her the socks, so I wish Will Traynor could have stayed alive so that he could have stayed with her. 'Cause-
So they could have had their happily ever after that
Yeah.
we were
I get it.
expecting.
I get it. Okay.
And
I
then the
actually agree.
writers just convened and were like,
Yeah.
no, death.
she was ready. Yeah.
Like, wow.
They were like, I was like, oh my God, he's gonna want to live. That's what I'm thinking. And then when he died,
But do you understand that though?
When was the last time
Like
you
even
seen
though
that
it was
movie?
just like love.
I would say 3 days ago.
Oh, okay. I was going to
I
it had to
watch
be
it.
recent.
It's one of those
I
you watch
watch
all the
it.
time?
I've seen it. The first time I saw it was maybe about like 4 years ago.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not like a
And
recent
it's
movie.
not.
Yeah.
But I can honestly say I've seen it about like maybe 29 times. Maybe.
Give or take a 10.
It's one of those. I don't know if it's because I feel like I will never get that, but it's the dream love. Like, because I don't
That fairy tale shit.
Yeah, it's like a fairy tale,
Okay.
but it's like a. Damn, it's not a happily ever after, but it is, but it ain't.
It's
Like,
kind of is it kind of it's not a romantic comedy. Would you consider it a
It
romantic
was,
comedy?
I wouldn't call
No,
it
it wasn't.
comedy.
It wasn't a comedy at all.
It's
No.
a romantic drama.
It wasn't
Drama.
even funny.
Drama.
Yeah, it was drama.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't.
Because I'm kind of a sucker for those type of movies too.
I
so
love
I'll give you
rom-coms.
that. I'll give you
love
that.
rom-coms.
It's actually very good.
I like thriller, supernatural horror stuff because sad shit. I cry. I cry at everything.
Yeah.
I cried at a Kiss commercial. I cried at a Macy's commercial.
I bet you I got you beat.
You little soft
know, have
ass.
you seen Desperate Housewives? Did you see when the maintenance man died?
Girl, no, I haven't watched that show yet. No, but I did see Game of Thrones, and that's my perfect. People be dying, sad shit.
Yeah, it's like, you're not gonna
that's-
cry on Game of Thrones.
Right, I'm not
No.
gonna cry on that, so I can
No.
watch that type of stuff.
Okay.
But Me Before You, girl, I watched it one time and never
Yeah,
fucking again.
it's-
Like 7 pounds, and there's another one, Collateral Beauty by with Will Smith.
I like Collateral Beauty.
You just gave 2 Will Smith movies.
And yeah, I'm just saying those 2
7 pounds
movies.
and
I
Collateral
Beauty.
cried
Same movie.
at both of those movies.
Great book, by the way.
Yeah.
Great book.
I just
And then time. Would you go back in time, pause time, or go forward in time?
I would definitely probably go back. I would go back.
And why?
I would make a few different choices, just a few.
Okay.
A few. There's a lot of people
But-
that I would have,
But you understand those choices still might alter your future.
and that's okay.
You've seen Butterfly Effect. You've
Okay.
seen Butterfly
I've
Effect.
seen Butterfly Effect,
Yeah.
so if I come back to the future and I don't
missing
have
an arm,
yeah,
missing a leg.
and I ain't got no arm, it wasn't meant for me to have it.
I still don't want those mistakes on my record.
Right. No, but you know what? I will go back in time because I feel like it's so many people that I was supposed to come in contact with, and I just was not able to. And it's
But
because
were you? But
I feel like
maybe you weren't supposed
I
to.
feel
come
like
in
it would have been a lot more beneficial if I had a little bit more guidance.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about family. I'm not
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
just, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like,
Okay.
I felt like if my grandmother could have told me what was really going on and how she really felt, like I found out when I got older what was going on, but if she would have been able to give me that wisdom, I think I wouldn't have made a lot of the choices that I made.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
So, more than anything, it's my grandma. That's what 9th of June is. Her name was June, and her birthday was June 9th. That's the name of my business.
Awesome.
That is
That's
beautiful.
actually really
Yes.
dope.
Yeah.
Same questions for you. Killing time, real life death, fictional death.
So real life death, it would probably be my grandmother as well. My grandmother was a hardcore Italian woman. She didn't take shit from nobody.
Okay.
She had no.
Did she pass on any of the cooking?
So my grandfather was actually the cooker. Of the
Okay.
family,
Oh, nice. Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
and he was an Irish man. But my grandmother, she didn't hold back. Like she was like, I guess equivalent to the old school black grandmothers who just be like telling you all types
Right.
of, you know,
Right.
like when you're doing wrong.
Keep it in line.
Yeah, she was like that. So she definitely kept me in line. She gave me really valuable just suggestions, and you know, she really helped me through my life.
Yeah.
I say as far as fictional goes, it would actually be The Dog and I Am Legend
What?
with Will Smith.
Oh my
Damn.
God.
You know what?
Yes.
I gotta give it up to y'all right now.
Okay,
Only
that-
because these two answers, like, of course, you know, we normally get like, oh man, let's get Ricky back. You know what I mean? Like shit
Iron
like
Man.
That. Yeah,
What, so
Iron
he
Man.
could have went to the NFL to marry a white bitch? Come on, Ricky,
No, Ricky would have been best man. That's Ricky.
Best man is Ricky.
Yeah, best man is Ricky.
Same guy.
Same guy.
So it's just.
But I still think that if
He would
Ricky,
have married Mia.
you would have known.
Yeah, that
Probably would not.
Right. like she said, that would probably
but the
happen.
dog and I Am Legend.
That's
That's
new.
actually that is like, and not only
Yeah.
the fact that I'm a dog guy
Yeah.
now. So yes, like bro, that's
Like
actually
when the fur was coming off.
Oh,
That's
his
tough.
Over.
eyes and
Oh no.
and not the fact that the dog died, but he actually had to kill the dog.
Himself
Yeah.
with his
he,
bare
and he
hand.
held him,
That was
and
his
he was
best
just
friend.
like, okay, we'll hold you until, and then once he started seeing a little, and then, oh my God, yes, Sabrina, oh my God,
Coming with
I'm
it.
bringing back memories
Yeah,
that I
you
did
coming
not
with
want
it.
to bring back today.
Right.
Girl.
Listen, ever
Okay.
since the incident, I've been thinking about Will Smith's movies, you know. So it's like you gotta start like naming them, like, oh, what?
Right.
'Cause
We
they
can't
tryna-
cancel that.
Yeah, right.
The list is too expensive.
All
Right.
he's
And
too
then
dope.
time. So we're going back in time, pause in time, we're going forward in time.
Man, that's actually a really good one. I don't really want to go back in time for the simple fact that I really accept my past and who I am. I don't think that I would be who
It
I am
made you who
today.
you are right now.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
did. And as far as going forward in time, I feel like I'm gonna miss too much. I got babies. I want to actually see them grow
I'm about
up.
to say,
you know.
speaking pregnant right now.
You got one on
I
the way.
pause for
Yeah.
the simple fact of my kid.
Pause-
Yeah.
The
but-
baby stages.
but
I love that.
pause. I don't know if I want to pause right now, bro. I'm mad.
Maybe not
Well, not
pause.
pause, but continue with life as it is
Enjoying,
right
yeah,
now.
enjoying the moment
Not,
right now.
not really pause, but it's just like you're gonna keep time as it is right now.
Okay, can I go forward a little bit and then pause?
a couple months, like,
Let me go
After
like
the due date, have the
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, because I don't want to pause at 5 months pregnant.
Right.
on the
I want
pause.
to enjoy next summer.
Right.
Right.
I need
Right.
hot girl summer pause. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
4 months and then we pause.
Right.
Okay, cool. So,
That's it. Yeah.
any questions for us, real quick?
my thing is, okay, so how did you guys get into this?
Go
All
ahead,
y'all.
man.
Okay,
Go
so I retired from the Navy 2018 officially. Did
Were
20
you a Navy SEAL?
That was not. Hell no. You see my
Damn.
stomach? Hell no. I eat too much for that shit.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that.
Raised here in Las Vegas. Left home in '98. Got back home in 2017. Upon returning from military, Ronaldo was like, "Yo, every Thursday is guys' night. Like no matter what we got going on, that's our guys' night. We were gonna get together, have drinks at the bar, hang out, chill. We would have these conversations. Just whatever came to our mind. It can be relationship shit, life shit, personal shit we're going through because we've been knowing each other for this is what 93, 94.
Known course since I was 13.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
That was 93, 94?
I'm 42.
yeah,
Oh.
See? Same reaction.
Hello.
Same reaction.
Good.
yeah.
That's the
Okay.
exact
Yeah.
thing I said too.
Black don't crack.
It is
Unless
not.
you own it.
Because
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie,
I mean,
looking
we-
at
I
your
mean, we
skin
both
this whole
are.
time, like your skin is amazing. Yeah, you got really great skin.
Right.
We
Like,
need to
I
have
don't
women on
think-
this podcast a little
I
bit
don't
more.
think I see
Right.
like a single hair on your face. Like, what the hell is going on?
You ain't looking close enough, but it's okay.
Okay.
You also admitted that you don't have good eyesight. So.
But you know, you
That doesn't
look
help.
really good.
That doesn't
Like,
help.
yeah.
Take the compliment.
Right.
Of course, that's what I said.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we're the same age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we and then Broderick, our buddy, who was on here on the podcast but he had to move not too long ago. His wife got stationed in L.A., so they had to move. he put me onto the Joe Budden podcast, and they were having this conversation. I was like, "Yeah, we can do this same shit, not on their level, but we can."
You never know.
Let's record
We got
it.
the capability.
Yes,
Let's
we
record
have
it.
a voice, and somebody's gonna get something from the conversations that we have.
Exactly.
And we ran. It took me a year.
Yeah,
from thought process.
It was a while before we actually like put pen to paper. Well, no, yeah, I don't know if you call it put pen
Put
to
audio
paper.
to mic.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Put voice to mic.
Yeah.
Put words to mic.
Yeah, and it's been going good. I think this is what, episode 87?
This would be 88, I think. No, 87.
Episode 87, so it's almost 2 years in.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
I'm
and-
reading.
And it started with
I'm reading.
it was me, my brother, and him.
Yeah.
And then my brother,
He took a break.
took
Yeah.
a break. Yeah. And then Broderick came along, and then Broderick had to move, and then we added to it.
And then I came here.
Yeah.
I work with him.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "You got a lot of shit to say." And
Yes.
I'd be like, "Yeah,"
I
because
know
I
people.
talk too much.
I have a great vibe about people. And I was like, I told her I had the podcast, and she was like, "Oh, really?" She listened, and she said, I wanted to start my own podcast, but I just didn't go. I said, "Well, come on, sit down. Just come sit down with us and have a conversation." And 2 episodes that she did, I was like, "All right, this is it. This is what we're doing. Come on, let's go."
Yeah, because it's crazy because I'm actually turning like my first store because we are taking most of the retail to the boulevard. I wanted to turn it into a content creation space because I too want to start my own podcast.
Right.
But it's simply going to be to like educate people most likely on like the autoimmune diseases and how you can change your life and manage it a lot better.
Yeah.
But also I want to, do the drama.
Of
and
course.
celebrity gossip.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to give people the life lessons that I feel like they need to hear.
Yes.
I'm not the perfect person, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? But I know what's bullshit and what's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So I wanted to also give other people a space and an opportunity to be able to do that too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like a nice little content
Hey,
creation space.
just call us, man. We got everything you need.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
We got everything
Thank
you need to start your own
And
podcast.
I want y'all to come. Y'all
Yes.
have to
Oh,
come
absolutely.
We got
fuck
you.
with me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got you.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're talking about gossip.
So y'all-
They
are
talking about
y'all-
sports here.
Are you guys from Vegas? Both
Yes.
of you? Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
I graduated from Votech in '98.
I graduated from Vegas.
Whoa.
Yeah,
In what
Las
year?
Vegas High School. I know I
Okay.
was gonna leave that out.
Yeah.
I was playing. I graduated in 2010.
Okay.
I did too.
Yeah, I went to Rancho.
Yeah. You?
Desert Pines, 09.
Oh, y'all some
Every
good
time I
kids.
hear
Y'all-
Desert Pines,
You always say
I
this.
know it's like because they used to be like Desert Pines is dirty pussy.
Oh,
There was a lot of dirty
Wow.
pussy.
Ranchos.
Not mine though.
I
not
used to be
mine.
like,
Ranchos.
what the
We
ain't no
hell?
hoes
Yeah,
there.
ranchos.
Hotech.
We ain't had no
back in the
hoes
day.
there.
Hotech,
Hotech,
yeah.
you know,
What they have
El
about
Dorado
legacy, I don't
hoes.
know.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, all right,
Shit.
real shit. We got
Northtown
like
has a little
20,
bit.
25 minutes to get into our shit.
Okay.
Are you guys NBA fans at all?
Not really, but I know I like their butts.
Okay. So, real quick NBA shit. You ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Did you
go
get the
ahead.
music?
No, I still did. I'm gonna do it as soon as I get home. I'm gonna do it when I get home.
That's all you get.
By the time
All right.
by the time I actually get it, the fucking season's gonna be over.
What? I'm not going to play with him.
I think he did a really good job.
All right.
Yeah.
the first time he did it, I'm like, "What are you singing?
All right.
What
Yeah.
is this?"
So-
The NBA countdown.
The
music.
NBA countdown shit.
Yeah.
So, Ronaldo's team made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Miami Heat. Yes, sir.
My pick from the West Coast made it to the Western Conference Finals against
Corey's a
the
Lakers
Mavericks.
fan, by the way.
I'm a Lakers fan, but I chose Golden State to make it, and I chose the Bucks, right?
You
I
did say
chose
the Bucks. You didn't think the Bucks. You've been doubting my Heat, but
I
you know,
haven't.
I'm letting it slide.
But anyway, so that's our.
We still alive. We still in the
still
game.
alive. So Heat versus Celtics to go to the finals, and Golden State versus the Mavericks to go to the finals.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
How do you feel about Gary Payton Jr.'s injury?
About him breaking his hand.
First of all, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. So
What do you think?
you're not do you follow NBA or you just
No,
know
I mean
like
I pay attention to certain things, and I just
Yeah.
remember seeing that he got injured not
Yes.
too long
Yes,
ago.
yes,
and
yes.
During this
before
series.
his injury, he was getting
was
a lot
balling.
of highlights.
He
Yeah,
was
it was
balling.
like he was. I was looking at him like, damn, this nigga, he really coming up like
Yeah.
for reals. And then it was sad to see that he got injured
Like
that
Gary
day.
Payton Jr. though, like that's like he's not like a superstar on
No.
the team. Like he's more of a role player, I would say, at least
But you
now at the
understand,
time.
they have Vegas ties though. You gotta understand the Payton family has Vegas ties.
Yes, they
Okay.
do.
All right.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
was.
They have Vegas
okay.
ties.
That's an awesome question.
It was fucked up.
That's an awesome question.
I don't think it was dirty, but I think it was a fucked up play.
I just think it's one of those things that he's always going to think about until he's healed.
Yes.
That he's going to be like, damn, if I just would have stepped to the left or stepped to the right,
right.
it would have ended different.
It happens.
You know?
It happens.
It was a fucked up situation.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fucked up, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it time for CP3 to retire?
Yes.
He's not. He said he'd come back.
I know.
one more year.
Well, of course he's gonna say it right after the game.
Yeah, he's coming back.
He still got a
Coming
whole
back.
summer to think
The
about
point
it.
guard is coming back, and he's not
He
going to win a
shouldn't.
championship.
He shouldn't.
And I hate he's not going to win a championship. But Pat Beverly made a good thing.
First of
like,
all, anything that he said today
was
totally
fucking-
disregarding.
Yeah, but he did say, why does he deserve it more than anybody else?
because
That brought some shit to my mind. Why does he deserve it more than anybody
Oh,
else?
God damn.
he doesn't.
Okay, enough said. All right.
You guys, I think I drunk too much.
You're gonna start doing the robot.
Yeah.
She gonna be doing
Right.
TikTok
Right.
dances over here.
It's water in the ice. Drink the water.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. So new music.
Ooh.
New Kung Fu Kitty.
Oh, I got it right now.
Let's
I like
go.
it. F-R-E.
No.
Fuck nigga free. Honey, I ain't gotta worry about no fuck nigga cheat. I love that song.
Love that song so
Oh,
fucking much.
God, that's hilarious.
N-I-N-G-L-E again. I'm not hanging with my wretched ass friends. Let's go. Hey.
What you doing?
Boy.
Have you seen the video? Did you watch the
I
video?
did not watch the video yet.
I haven't
Bro,
seen
you
it
gotta watch
either.
the video.
Okay, I'm gonna look.
You gotta watch
I
the
gotta watch
video.
it
I'm gonna do that work tomorrow.
too.
I
The
gotta
video
watch
is
it.
fucking
I'm
awesome.
watching it when I'm on my way home, bro.
Shout out to
None of y'all
Glorilla.
have seen the video?
Who is it?
Her name is Glorilla.
Oh wait,
God.
is that girl with all her girls in the video?
That's the
Yeah.
song.
Ah, I have seen it.
She
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen like pictures of it.
No, you
because
gotta watch
people
the
were
video.
talking shit about it.
You gotta watch the video.
Usually
Yeah.
Like,
men.
what's wrong with it?
Men
Yeah,
upset.
nice.
Oh, you out here saying fuck niggas. You just have a bad choice.
No,
of
we
men.
didn't say fuck niggas. We said fuck nigga free.
Free.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody's always like pinpointing certain things, and right now men were pinpointing like, oh, you
Sensitive.
just want to be out here hoeing with your friends.
You
I'm
right.
single.
Yes.
I'm living
Wrong
my
with that.
single bitch
You're
for
right.
dreams.
What's wrong with
Leave
that?
me alone.
Somebody said you getting that
in my
seven
head
for like
anyway.
4
I'ma still be
That part.
outside
Yeah.
my
I saw
best
that
friend's
too.
crib.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie,
In the,
y'all.
vi-
Like,
in the video, one of the girls is pregnant in the video.
Oh,
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Like, they literally like
Shake
dancing.
her ass in a little
You
bit.
guys,
I
I'm
really
not even gonna lie.
She's-
When I found out she was pregnant, I was like, fuck, I gotta find somebody to hang out with. But then I was like, Sabrina. Now I just invite her everywhere because you don't know what she's
I
gonna
be at
say
places
yes
I
to.
don't need to be.
Yeah,
but you know what's so crazy?
I like it though.
How many guys have hollered at you knowing you were pregnant?
Man, I feel like more than I wanted.
but didn't I tell you that though? I
Meet
heard that.
me at
Right.
4 more months. 4 more.
They be offering me massages and dinners
More
and
than
stuff,
I
and
wanted.
I be scared. Like, why?
I told her that though. I said, Sabrina, I said, girl,
Got fetishes out here.
hey, I said that baby ain't stopped nothing but a period.
Yeah.
girl.
Sure didn't.
Don't stop
God.
a goddamn thing.
That's funny.
All right, real quick. So, anybody listen to the new Kendrick?
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Hell yeah.
yes.
You did post about that, but I haven't heard it.
Yeah, listen to
Man,
it.
Okay.
We cry together. Or what is it? We cry.
Yeah, we
Yes.
cry together.
Oh my
That
goodness.
was that's some hurtful shit.
Actually, after they start fucking at the end,
It's
like
some real shit.
What?
It's some real shit.
It's real shit because
It's real shit.
well, granted,
Oh,
not
Fuck you,
100%.
nigga. Fuck you.
It was like
Because
the
Kelvin
kid.
would never call me out my name, and I will never. I say fuck you, Kelvin, and he'll say fuck you, Tanisha,
Yeah.
type shit. But we would never go at it that hard. But it's the passion behind the
Right.
words,
Yeah.
like the meaning behind it, the arguing, the fighting over like stupid shit,
Yeah.
the dumbest shit. But at the end of the day, it's just like, damn, I do love you, but why do we have to have this toxic part
Right.
in a relationship? It's like,
Have you guys
fun.
have you guys
That's
seen
crazy.
what was that what was that movie on Netflix? Mary and Zach and Mary.
Zach and Mary,
Malcolm and
part of-
Marie.
Malcolm and
Malcolm
Marie.
and Marie.
It's literally the exact same thing except they
Exact
put it in the
same
song.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
They
then
put it in the song.
also, what is the something steppers? When he was
This is the
talking
big
about
steppers, yeah.
when he was talking about when I fuck a white woman, I just feel like my
The
ancestors.
ancestors
Like,
looking at me.
Yeah. He's like it's retribution.
I know.
half of me was like, oh my gosh.
I know what it means. Yeah, I felt that.
Mother was hurtful too.
Old me felt that.
Like I just listened to Mother I Sober today.
That was deep. Mother
that-
I Sober was very deep.
That's
That was the one
You guys
we were
are
talking about last night, right?
I don't like to listen to music with substance like that
Okay.
because I'm not even joking, you guys. Because of the mindset that I'm in, I literally start every morning of my day with Young Dolph Get Paid.
Okay.
And I will play that song on repeat.
Nice.
I
Get
swear.
paid, young nigga, get
Yeah,
paid.
like I'm not even joking, like because like I don't know what it is, but that song just make you want to
It's a
get some
positive-
money. Yeah,
it's a positive affirmation.
Exactly. Like, and so I try to stay away from stuff that's talking about or that'll give me flashbacks or trigger me because I still deal with a lot of PTSD.
Which is understandable because
Right.
certain
Kendrick would
things
trigger
I,
you.
Yeah.
it does.
I don't want to think about nothing.
I don't listen to him
I don't wanna
regularly,
think about it.
Right.
but I do love this album for the simple fact it does bring forth the thought of Black trauma and
Yeah.
family.
It's
It
literally
does.
a therapy
I'm not
session.
ready.
It's
It is.
literally a
Oh,
therapy
like,
session.
when you are, girl,
My auntie's a man.
it's a good time.
Auntie's a man.
And then
Mother
uncle,
October's
and then
very deep.
Auntie's a man.
And cousin.
Yeah, so
is
it's
a
Because it was
woman.
gay, yeah.
Yeah, and his
Like,
cousin
He
was a
talks about one of his aunts is transgender.
Mm-hmm.
Because he like two of them, right?
about
No,
how
auntie,
accepting.
No, auntie's a gay. Auntie.
No, it's two of them.
Oh, yes, right.
It's
You're
two
right.
of
transgender auntie and then gay cousin. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
They
just like
accept
how
the
it,
transgender
yeah.
auntie, but not the gay cousin.
He
Yeah,
talked
because he was a man.
he talked
Yeah.
about why they
Yeah,
did it.
like, oh,
I can
why
say
they used to make
it's
fun
about
of
my auntie.
him.
But
Yeah.
is that really because I'm gonna be honest? Like I feel like black men, like they got some stuff that they deal with.
Yeah.
But the black women, like honestly, you guys, all the shit that I've gotten, I lost both of my sugar granny accounts. Like,
Whoa.
but I literally sent them 5 or 6 videos of these white and Latinas and these, and even these gay black boys that you allow them to do that type of content, but you're banning my account. You know what I'm saying?
You police
Because
them.
somebody is also reporting you, and the people who are reporting you don't look like you. You're getting the mass
Karens.
attention that they want or
Right.
they desire. You're doing this. Oh, well, she has a perfect body, and she has a, no offense, girl, you got a beautiful ass face with no makeup on.
Right.
So it's just like she doing all this, and she ain't got to be extra. She don't need all the false
Say
lashes
no
and all the
offense.
shit.
Like that was a compliment.
Yeah.
But
Why would
no,
you say
I don't want
offense?
to. She has more to offer than just her face.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what I
Oh,
mean.
okay. That's what you
See,
mean. Okay.
we get it.
My bad.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just like more of like they're jealous,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
of course, when they're jealous, they're mad, or you're
Right.
not responding to their hate comments, so they can start an argument and post you somewhere.
Right.
You're
Because I delete all
of.
of the comments that offend me.
Yeah.
I just delete them because
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I'm gonna be honest. If I don't want to see it, and I know the people who support me, they don't want to see it, and I don't want y'all going back
be
and forth. And
arguing.
I do
she
too.
really do.
I do too.
She really
On
do.
my friend shit because she's
Uh-huh.
like a shadow dancer. She does like the sunset stuff and she be dancing on the walls and shit. And some girl said, "Oh, a little black girl dancing, how cute." Girl, we attacked her ass in them comments so damn fast. Bitch, don't do that. Not here.
Yep.
Not
And
here.
you know what?
Man.
But just to not necessarily take away from it, but I do think that in society they push certain narratives. They push the black homosexuality thing, and they want our men they accept our men more gay as they do straight.
Yes.
But they don't accept the women at all.
That's actually fucking a good
So
point.
bottom,
it's-
bottom.
Yeah, it's like, and then, because somebody was trying to go to bat with me about it, and I'm like, look, I get it. It's hard for us as black people, yes. I said, but you guys are going to marry the rich white people. Like, you guys, but we can't.
We're not
get
even
our
on
own
the
men
radar
to
for-
look at us
Yeah.
as a, like, without saying, well, if I'm going to be with you,
You gotta be
going to have to pay some
submissive.
bills too.
Yeah.
And you got to
Submissive,
learn
pay
how to
half.
be this. And
Yeah.
Right.
like, but other people, they will literally take bottom of the barrel, trailer trash white over black successful women. It's weird. Like,
But do you understand the reason behind that though? They cannot compete where they don't compare. So they're going to pick the bottom of the barrel.
They're gonna
because
pick someone
they're
who
better
they
than the
can-
bottom
yeah.
of the barrel white women.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a black woman with intelligence and a business of her own, you can't even meet the standard because baby, you a felon.
Right.
You lucky I chose you.
like you can't even go with me to Punta Cana. Like, what are you doing?
You stuck in 50 states, bro.
Right.
And
Right.
like 3 of
You
them,
ain't even got-
probably
you ain't
can't
even
come
got a
into.
passport.
You
Right.
probably can't even get in there.
passport.
Seriously.
And that's one thing that I don't like about America is they treat us like they don't want us here, but the way that
thrive
the
off
laws are the way that the laws are set up, it's to keep you here. Like a lot of our boys are felons before they're 18, 21, before they can even think about traveling. And if the moment that they want to, they go to get their passport and shit, I have a felony. You can't even leave the country if you wanted to.
Right.
But you don't want us here. It's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, they have to keep us here because,
We are it.
institutionalized slavery
Right.
in the prison systems and shit like that. So
Exactly.
Okay. All right, so
Deeper than we needed to go.
we're gonna get into two more things. We can
Okay.
get out of here. 'Cause we gotta. They put us on the time limit today.
This would have been one we needed to have at the house.
Oh yeah, definitely. But this ain't your last time here. Whenever you want to come back, all you gotta do is say, "I'm coming."
Let me know when you
Yep.
get me here.
Love the support, y'all.
Funny shit I saw this week. San Jose police officer faces charges for masturbating during disturbance call.
When you sent me that, I posted it on Facebook. Why are men so horny? Like, what is it? Why do you have to whack off?
First of all, it's two things. Like, one, you go into a disturbance call and you do it at the residence.
At the residence.
But some people get off on certain things.
We talked
Like
about
the
fetishes
distress.
earlier.
Yeah.
We talked about fetishes earlier.
It's the
Nastiest in the
distress.
world.
One time I was in college and this guy, I was crying hysterically. I don't know why. I think because this gay boy didn't want me. It was weird. And I found out he was gay,
Later.
but we were together and then, yeah. So I was crying hysterically. And as I'm crying,
You had the wrong
I
tool
feel
for
a
it.
poke on
You
my
had the
elbow.
wrong tool for him.
Right. I felt a poke on my elbow and I'm like, why are you hard when I'm crying? Like, some people get off on people in emotional distress. It's the weirdest
Did
thing
he
in the
get
world.
The
suspended?
Captain Save a Hoe is a real thing, then.
Man.
It's just nasty.
It's like, put
That's
your
very nasty.
Yeah,
Like, oh my
that was just
God.
something
Put it in your
funny I saw.
waistband.
Did he end up
Right.
getting suspended without pay or something?
What happened to him? And who caught him?
He got
Will
walked
be
out.
arraigned on a misdemeanor
Hold
misdemeanor
on.
indecent exposure.
He's been on the PD for 4 years.
Yeah.
Took place April 21st. That's when he and two other officers were sent to a home on a call that a family member who was mentally ill was being violent. According to the DA's office, Dominguez sent the two other officers away to look at the subject.
Dominguez.
I thought it was going to be a Smith.
I know, right?
He
Dominguez.
then
Oh,
touched
Walker.
himself
Damn.
in front of two female family members after this Dominguez exposed himself to the mother.
Oh, so he whipping it out in front
To
of
the
him.
mom?
Yeah, the DA's office said the victims who were shocked and scared by the officer's behavior fled and reported Officer Dominguez access to two male relatives nearby.
would have chopped it off.
One of the relatives who
Stabbed
witnessed the officer exposing himself in the dining area, prosecutor said, will be arraigned on
Shouldn't
a
be laughing.
misdemeanor indecent exposure charge on June 22nd.
Shouldn't be laughing.
If convicted, he gets a year in jail and placed on the sexual offender list for 10 years. He is currently on administrative leave from the police department.
So he's
Sir,
still
administrative
getting paid.
leave. No, I'm cutting ties with your nasty ass. I don't need you near my police department.
Right.
You are supposed to be saving people and here for a purpose, not jacking off in their faces.
I don't care
nasty
how old a
bastard.
man gets. Sometimes they just lead their life with their dicks, and it's so disturbing.
Yes.
Funky and nasty.
Like, at work, though?
You
You
could
couldn't
have
wait?
waited.
right, sir. You could have did
No, what he
anything.
needed to
In
do was go to
uniform?
the bathroom and go pee. Because
Yeah.
most of the time when I think I'm horny, I just gotta go pee. Go pee, and you will think completely different.
Yeah, or
funny.
eating
That's funny.
something
Just
different.
go pee.
Getting a little water,
Just right.
dehydrated, something.
So I got three things that I want to get into, but we don't have the time today. Sabrina, pick a number between 1 and 3.
2.
2, let's go. We saw something on Instagram. Do women look at men a certain way if they don't have kids by a certain age? And I'm going to read the situation that happened, okay?
Did you say yes? You say yes?
Yes.
Listen,
Okay.
man and woman are talking in the dating phase. Man texts, it was nice meeting you, this lock me in. Likewise, your number saves. Here's the restaurant I want to take you to, boom, boom, boom. Let me know if it works. She says, yes, it works. Man says, cool. Woman says, can I ask you a few questions? He's like, cool. She's like, I'm 38, how old are you? He's like, I'm 43, I just turned 43. She says, I own a clothing company that is my full-time job. What about you? I'm a financial advisor for a Fortune 500 company.
Ooh.
She says, that's great. I also have an 8-year-old daughter. Me and her dad co-parent with no issues. We split custody. How many kids do you have? She says, none.
He says no.
He says, none. And she says, huh. He says, I don't have kids. She says, you don't have any kids at all. None on the way or anything.
None
He
on the
said-
way.
Yeah, none on the
He
way.
said, none on the way.
right?
He laughs. He said, you wild. Nope, I don't have any kids at all. She says, you're 43 with no kids at all. Why? He replies, what do you mean why? I choose to not have kids unless I was married to the individual. Is this an issue? I'm confused. She says, you are gay/bi.
No, are you?
That's
Are
not
you?
fair because I know
She
some
said,
gay
no, she
slash
said
bi
you gay
men.
Stop
bi.
it, Sabrina.
No, she says you gay bi
But with a question
with a question mark.
Yeah, so she's asking.
She said you wildin'. He says you wildin' right now. Hell no, I'm not gay or bi. These questions are over. I'll see you Saturday, and we can talk then. Have a good day.
He gave
lady."
her a second
The
chance.
fact that he said, "I'll see you Saturday," is the
Listen.
part that kind of threw me.
She says, "No, you won't be seeing me Saturday. I have a daughter to protect, and the fact you're damn near 50 with no kids is a huge red flag.
How is
How
that?
you decent looking, good job, but no kids? It doesn't add up. Either you're lying or you're gay. Please cancel the reservation. I'm not going out with you. Good day, sir."
All right, so
you were
she
crazy.
definitely has PTSD.
Yes.
Okay, let's get into
Mentally
it.
going through some
I will
stuff.
honestly say, if I see that a man does not have children by a certain age, it's not that it will stop me from dating him, but I don't have children yet, and I want to have children in the future. So we're definitely going to have to check out that sperm count.
Okay.
Like, that's my thing, is like, if you don't have kids right now, do you want to have kids? And and I do appreciate people who spend their 20s and their 30s kind of living their life, and when
Yeah,
they're actually ready to
enjoying
settle
life.
down
Yeah.
and have children, and they're in a stable position and they can bring them up in that, in that atmosphere, then yes, I respect that.
Yeah.
The way that she went about it was a little weird. I think that her response was very disrespectful.
Disrespectful. I was gonna say that.
I appreciate a man who says, look, I would rather have a wife than a baby mama.
Right.
Because I preach to a lot of the dudes when they complain about their baby mothers. I tell them, well, what do you expect when you turn a woman into a mother before you make her into a wife? I said, you have to understand, we all have that idea of
I
the
can speak
fairy
gems,
tale.
Very, very well said.
We have that fairy tale ideal growing up as children. I was a Disney Channel kid, and
course.
and to have it shattered just because I laid down with this man, I thought he loved me, and then we end up conceiving a child, and he doesn't even want to be involved, or he doesn't want to be there. Yes, I'm going to be upset. Yes, I'm going to be bitter. Yes, I need help. I expected that from you. So when you take away that possibility of being a wife from a woman who just bared your child, and now she has to not only introduce your children to the men that she's dating, like, you have to think about certain dudes date women just because they have daughters,
Right.
Yeah.
because they want to
That's
touch
weird.
them.
Yeah, that's
Sons
weird.
too. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's where her
Exactly.
response came from.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think that's where
it's
it
like,
came from.
you want to date a woman with kids, you ain't got none. Why? Oh, you like
Yeah.
to touch them? Like,
Okay.
she has like a certain PTSD, but I will just say, like, I don't like her approach.
Yeah.
I understand her concern, because I would be concerned, but in a different way, because I'll be like, all right, so why? Okay, you want to have a wife first? Okay, so that lets me know that you're thinking about marrying, but at the same time, we're going to have to get that dick checked, because I know you ain't pulling out like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, because I think my ex, he has some issues, because he ain't got no kids, and he be nutting in everything and everybody, and ain't nobody
Lord.
pregnant. Both the
damn.
bitches that he was cheating on me with got pregnant by different niggas, and he thought he was the daddy. It was weird. It was funny.
Sir,
Damn.
you got her fucked
So
up.
what concerns me
Damn.
really is the fact that he's over 50 and he's
No,
never
he's
been-
43.
Oh, okay. So he's 43 and he says he's never been married. So how many relationships have you been in where you're like, no, I don't want no kids because I'm not married? Because let's be real. If he is, let's say his sperm count is healthy, how many abortions have you had? Like, how many situations have you found yourself in where some men don't want the responsibility of families? Some of them
But
just
that's okay.
Exactly.
it's
As long-
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay, but
That's not okay.
No. If he doesn't want the responsibility of the fammy, that's okay for him.
Yeah.
right.
As
But
long as he is upfront about
Yeah,
that to the
Right.
people.
The conversation.
But
Both
even in
parties
that
have that
conversation, he
Yes.
still mentioned marriage. So you're still kind of planting that seed of a possibility of being married, So it's like,
But you ain't married nobody.
You're not married to nobody. I mean, I respect somebody who doesn't have kids until they're married. That's okay. But what
Yeah.
happened for at least the last 30 years of your life?
Then we have.
My thing is
We had
like
that
some
conversation
men,
with somebody.
I've heard stories of some men getting vasectomies at a young age, not wanting kids,
Yeah.
but trying to find a woman and just convincing them to not also want kids because they're internally selfish. They probably
Yeah.
grew up in a bad situation where they didn't have money or anything. So now that I'm older and I have this money, I want all of this money to myself.
Yeah.
They're feeding that inner child that was still broken. So that was my thing, my thinking that way. And then also when it came to her, I was just like, girl, you're kind of immature. You looking for a stepdaddy and that you didn't even vet him first.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
you need to be dating him and only him. I wouldn't be talking about my son.
I don't even know if she even brought it up.
Yeah, I I wouldn't have been. This is your first
She
date.
probably brought it up because you have to let people
Let
know
him
that
know.
they have
Okay,
kids.
well, I
I'm
get
pretty
that.
sure he did. She probably did say,
I
"Oh,
get
I have
that.
a kid," but
Especially I think it was the daughter that she was probably making more reference to is probably the co-parenting situation because some men get into relationships with women
Didn't
They
realize.
don't understand.
and they
too.
don't understand and they don't. It's like everybody expects co-parent to be so toxic and I hate
Sometimes
you.
it's not. Sometimes it's great.
not.
Sometimes it's
you
great.
gotta be.
Sometimes
My
we're
baby daddy
friends.
gonna be at the birthday party.
I got a
I had a
great
great
co-parent.
co-parenting relationship with my ex-wife.
Me too.
It's great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was thinking about having kids with my best friend just because I didn't want to bring it. I don't
With your
want to bring
best
a kid-
friend? With your
yeah,
best
my
friend?
best friend. Yeah, it's a guy.
Well,
Baby. I wanted to
Well,
have
have
a
to
kid
be.
with him because he loves me and he respects me in a different type of way.
Yeah.
He wants another kid. I want a kid. And instead of me bringing a kid into like one of them situations where I have an issue where men become obsessed with me and it's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
Yeah.
if it's the coochie. That's why I've been trying to work on that because I think I was giving out toxic coochie. It's weird. But
no, it's not.
no,
it's
it's
not.
time,
No, it's
girl.
You got your spiritual
I
healing
got
there.
her. I got her. Yeah.
So everything
But
should be
And you
saved
fine
there.
as hell.
we-
You got
we-
your head on your shoulders.
I'm sure,
Right.
I'm sure
People
we've
wanna be
definitely
a-
done the same thing.
They
I'm sure
want to
we've
be your
definitely done
sugar
the same
baby
thing.
because you are smart.
gave out toxic
you are
dick.
I'll definitely
financially
give it toxic dick.
Definitely give it
responsible.
toxic.
Of course.
So of course they're gonna want to attach themselves to a gold mine for 18
Exactly.
years.
And see, and
That's why it makes
Damn,
it crazy.
but I would rather bring my child.
Spend energy sucking you dry, girl. One baby at a time.
I would rather bring my child into a healthy, friendly co-parenting situation where we both want the child.
Yes.
So that it doesn't really matter where the relationship goes. You can have your girlfriend, I can have my boyfriend, we can have our child, we can go on family trips together.
Yeah.
We can spend holidays together because we are friends and it never was about the love. It was never about how you obsessed about me. It's literally because we both wanted a
You want the
child.
best
And brought this
the
the
life
child
into
is
the
here.
world. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I
actually
Because
like that.
I feel like my father
I like
stopped
that.
fucking with my mama when she decided not to fuck with him. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it affected our
See,
relationship.
like
like that.
my dad and my mother had a great co-parent relationship. My mom came to my dad's wedding. My grandmother was there. Like
Exactly.
that was
That's
the,
how it should be.
That was
Yeah.
the energy. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
You have to make friendships before you go into relationships because once the relationship ends, if you did not build it on that friendship foundation, you have nothing.
Exactly.
And we learned so much. Like me, except for the last ex that I was with, because he's weird. All of my other exes, we all cool as hell. Like
Yeah.
good. Like if I called him and be like, "This nigga fucking with me," they gonna come to
They
my
gonna pull up.
rescue. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's like some people it's not worth throwing away the whole friendship and the whole experience just because you no longer see eye to eye. Like respect each other as people, respect that you're not meant to date everybody you meet and you're not supposed to fuck everybody you meet. Like sometimes it's just about the friendships. And
Shut
you
up.
know what?
Okay. We got 3 minutes. Anything else before we get up out of here? We gotta get up out of here. Anything else?
I will just say, you guys, if you are in a situation where you feel like a nigga is draining you or bitch, they draining you, let they ass go. Let them go.
Like the movie Frozen.
Yes.
Let them
Let it go.
Sabrina.
Let it go.
I would just say the same thing.
Okay.
F
Yeah.
and F.
All right.
Any friendships,
F.
any relationships, anything that you feel like is draining you and it's not serving you and you're not growing and it's hindering you, let them go.
Right.
Whether they're your friends, family, coworkers, jobs.
Yeah.
Number one, jobs.
Jobs.
Okay.
Amen
Let
to
it
that.
go. Like
There's always other jobs and opportunities out
I
here
don't
that
want
fit
those things
you.
are in place.
I don't
There,
want to start it off. I'm good.
sometimes you will be placed in uncomfortable situations because you were not meant to be comfortable there, because you're not meant to be there. You're supposed to be better. So
Right.
just
Okay.
get yourself out of it. Yeah.
Tell the
That's
people
all
where they
I
can
have
find
to
y'all
say.
at.
So on Instagram, you guys can find me at Don't Blame Tyler. On TikTok, it's Don't Blame Tyler LV. Or 9thofjune.com if you want your spiritual needs. And Granny Too Thick, you can literally just type me in as Granny Too Thick, and whatever my page is at the time, that's what it's going to be. Because they didn't
It'll
took
pop
both of
up.
my accounts, but I'm working on getting them back.
All right.
So
All right, you can find me on Instagram at Sabrina Renee _13 and on Facebook Sabrina Renee.
Okay.
I know it's early, but do you know what you're having?
I'm having a girl.
Hey.
Congratulations.
are we still naming the baby Austin?
I am with
Okay.
a Y.
Yeah.
You already have a name already.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's gonna be her first name's gonna be Austin with a Y, and it
Aw.
means great.
And the
nice.
baby shower is gonna be Austin Powers themed.
Oh,
So we're all gonna dress up in like disco with the yeah. That's what
That's
it's
pretty
gonna be,
dope.
yeah.
That's actually pretty dope.
so fun.
That's actually pretty dope.
hey, we might have a nephew next week.
Shit, it might be
We
today, it might be tomorrow.
Broderick's wife is doing a couple days, so
No, just do like right
like
now.
today.
Like literally, like yeah.
But hey, we're the Killing Tyme Crew. We thank y'all for listening. Buy a t-shirt. New t-shirts will be dropping this week. By Friday, they will be out. The summertime colors will be out here, so pick them out. Buy a t-shirt, buy a hoodie. Thank y'all for listening. Peace.
Bye.
Bye. Support black business, damn it.
Good shit.